Good afternoon, world. This is Ivan America again. So today I'll probably do a 3 video, 4 video marathon. So you guys are obviously happy. Oh, Ivan, I love your videos. Yeah, you better enjoy this series while you still can, obviously. I do enjoy making videos. Of course I enjoy making videos. It's fun. I love watching myself, but I told you, I'm not going to let you dupe like that. You choose not to talk about me in the public eye, and you want to keep me behind the scenes and act like I watch myself. I'm not going to do like that, obviously. When I'm poor, I make these stupid videos. When I'm king, you no longer see me live, and I'm kept behind the scenes. You guys somehow think there's hope, but look, man, you know I'm not gonna let you do that. We know I'm not gonna let you win the game. As if I made videos for you guys, you guys would beat me in VJ, and you would win the game. So I'm not gonna let you do like that. No fucking way. As I wrote mine, so yeah, I wrote your own story. Either way, you win the game. Yes. Either. Had you let me and VJ be together, both parties would have benefited. Ivan and VJ have no mess in their lives, and the world is saved, and they see Ivan and VJ every day. But the only small price they pay is that they see hell every day. That's the only small price you pay. Because if you cause mess in their lives and you make Ivan pay a price to be his wife, the world also is punished, and they pay a price by being left behind, obviously. A horrific price. Trust me, once I'm king, and once queen with me, and you see our fame behind the scenes, and you see that worldwide national fame, you're like, holy shit, man. Being left behind is even worse than seeing hell every night. Yeah. Being left behind is much more of a horrific price to pay than seeing hell every night. The price of never knowing what it's like for the two beautiful gods to have sex is not as big of a price as being left behind. But you guys are blind. You made a lot of choice, hence what? It's your fault, obviously. It's too late. Yeah. It's too late. Hence what? And you guys are angry that I'm peacing out when you what? You're mad that you won't be saved when you look, guys. You saw the two choices. You had the opportunity to be saved, man. You made the other choice, and you wanted your full cake, obviously, but you knew, yeah, Ivan's not gonna let us get our full cake. We have to make a choice. Yeah, man. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna let you get your full cake, man. You have to make a choice. Either you're saved and you're never gonna know what it's like for Ivan and because you're crazy people, obviously, or you see their sex and you're not a part of their glory and you're left behind. You're not a part of their glory, obviously. But you guys made your choice. It's too late, man. As you will not be seeing me live on the Saturday show. You don't see me now. You're just listening to me. So even though I already, yeah, I mean, you already signed out. Yeah, I already signed out. Even though I'm making videos, you don't see my face because I'm a man of my word. When I said I'm peacing out on my miscellaneous, I really meant it. But I'm nice enough to pump out listening videos for you guys to enjoy. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about my last Over Zanus movie. Obviously, you're looking at a masterpiece that I wrote, man. Guys, I gave you guys, yeah, I get it, yeah. Okay, you have the ancestors of the North who are holy, and you have the ancestors of the South. So the ancestors of the North think something like Gandalf the White in Lord of the Rings. Think something like that for the ancestors of the North. The ancestors of the South think something like, I don't know, like the Ring Race, except they're demonic wolves and bats. You guys see what I'm saying here? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I can tell Peter Jackson, yeah, I'm thinking something like the Ring Race for the ancestors of the South, except they're demon bats. And don't copy Lord of the Rings, but they're demon beings. Demon bats and demon wolves. Was the ancestors of the North are humans, obviously. I don't want to spoil the story for you. Yeah. And the North is holy and the South is cursed. Except for the Southerns. The Southerns are not cursed. And the ancestors of the South have a huge hatred for the humans, and they hate Tactius. And the ancestors and the ancestors of the North hate what? They hate Aratat and hate Theseus and Fool and all of them. They hate the wolves and the bats. The ancestors of the North and the South also hate each other too. They don't like each other. You'll see what I mean when you read the book. Your book sounds amazing. Yeah, man. Yeah. The ancestors of the North are powerful. The ancestors of the South are also powerful too. And Aratat is the king of the South. Tachys is the prince to be king of the North. Tachys the first is the king of Zanus, yeah. Some singer? God, your story sounds amazing. Yes, and the Blood Valley is the bridge between the north and the south. Once you pass the Blood Valley from the north, you're now in the south, which is Eretat's territory. Once you pass the Blood Valley from the south, you are now in the north, which is Tachys' territory. Or Tachys the First's territory, right? Whatever. They're what? You're now in their territory, of the Holy Terrain, which is the north. And it's why white, looking at a master that I wrote, yeah. You and Peter Jackson, like, yeah, I'm picturing the scenes in my mind. You're looking at an amazing movie, yeah, man. You're looking at a movie better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Not much better. Lord of the Rings will be close to Xanus. I'm going to make a prediction. Lord of the Rings will pretty much be close to Xanus. Pretty much be close to Xanus. But Xanus will beat it out because I'm acting in it. And I pour our money into it. It's a better story. I'm not going to say it's going to blow Lord of the Rings out of the water, no, but it'll be a better movie. You see what I'm saying? If you follow the story, it'll be a better movie. Yeah. It's a better story than J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien has richer world building, richer language, richer speech, obviously, but it's the story is not as good as Xanus. You see what I'm saying? The story of Ivan, yeah, even though Lord of the Rings has richer world building, speech, your book, your story, yeah, your story beats it. Yeah, my story beats J.R.R. Tolkien's story. As J.R.R. Tolkien's story, like Frodo destroying the ring is a powerful story, but it's not as powerful as Tacti's story. Like, fighting the devil Wolf King, and he's in agony. You have the ancestor of the south. The south is cursed. The holy ancestor of the north. You know what I'm saying? He feasts this devil king back in the mountains. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't picture what the blood body, the bridge, and stuff. That ambition. I can't see Lord of the Rings beating that, man. Yeah. Hence why I want Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson to really, really, we need to plan this thing out carefully and thoroughly, man. And be prepped that way. Okay, you were prepped for Lord of the Rings, Peter. I want you to be prepped for Xanus. Or Mel Gibson, whoever I hired, right? Yeah. I'm going to be so prepped. Hence why I want to do that. I want to plan out my whole story with BJ during our vacation. That way, when I do the board meetings, I am fully prepped. Hey, Peter, I'm thinking we should change this. Hey, Peter, what do you think I should change in the book? Ask him. And he tell you, yeah, maybe you should change this in the story. But Ivan, we don't have to change much. The book's already good. Yeah, we only need to change it like 10 to 5%. I'm going to tell Peter Jackson, hey, like, I don't want to go crazy and change a bunch of stuff. No. You know what I'm saying? We can change a good 5-10% of the story. And add some more, add like 25% of scenes for details and dialogue and scenes, that kind of stuff. We do that to make it more interesting. You see what I'm saying? To make it more interesting. Yeah. Yeah. You guys know I'm talking. We know we know how good your book is. Yeah. Because I have the keys. You guys already have an idea what my book is about, obviously. But I'm pretty sure I lock it, obviously. I don't want you guys knowing about it. You guys probably get an AI. We have an idea. Yeah, I have the keys. Hence when I go over my book, you guys can read it. Read my mind, obviously. But you'll find out what I mean when you read the book. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. You guys have a little bit of idea what my book is about because I gave you an in-depth study. But I didn't really spoil the story. I didn't spoil the story for you. You guys, once you read Volume 3, you'll see what I mean, man. Hence why Volume 3 is my favorite. Because that's when you get all the plot twists, big climaxes. But you can argue Volume 2 kept you a bit more hooked. But you can also argue Volume 3 kept you more hooked. You see what I'm saying, huh? Volume 3 has bigger stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? It has to keep you hooked. But Volume 2, the story, the chapters can keep you a bit more hooked. You can also argue Volume 3, the chapters keep you more hooked. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. My favorite is Volume 3. But some people will like Volume 2 better. Peter Jackson might like Volume 2 better, most likely. Or Mel Gibson. Yeah, I like Volume 2 the best. With the Southerners. I love that, Ivan. I liked Volume 3 the best, personally. Because that's when you get all the big war in the end. You know what I'm saying? The battle scene in the ancient Gilead city. Yeah. Mosquitoes biting the people. You know what I'm saying? The mountains. That's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Takis is mature. Hence why I love Volume 3. He's mature with wisdom. He grows his beard. Why does he grow his beard? I don't want to spoil the story for you. You'll find out what I mean. Aratak grows his horns. Aratak, like a fool, grows they grow their horn. There's some symbolism there. And Tactius grows his beard. Ivan, what do you mean I don't want to spoil the story for you? That's why you look at a masterpiece that I wrote. Yeah. Such a good book. When you read my book, I'm going to take you for a ride, starting from volume one, especially volume two, when Takis, Papyrus, and Sirius meet all the Southerns. That's when it gets really, really interesting. Obviously, volume one is good, but volume one is like the lead up. You see what I'm saying? It's good, but it's not as good as volume. Like I highly doubt people will like volume one the best. I highly doubt it. It will either be volume two or volume three they're gonna like the best. Whereas volume one is the worst. But volume one is still entertaining. It's a good volume. But it's not as good as the other ones. You see what I'm saying? It's not like once you read the end of volume one, oh my god, this is sick. But once you get to volume two, you're like, holy shit, this is amazing, yeah. This is an amazing story, yeah. You see what I'm saying? This is an amazing story. Yeah. And because I wrote this amazing story, obviously worth billions. Xanax is $1 billion story. I wrote $1 billion story. My book is worth billions. My book is worth billions because I'm the son of God, obviously. At the same time, it is $1 billion story. As if someone else wrote this book, they would be a multi-billionaire. As this is the best story ever told in motion picture, man. Best fantasy story ever told in motion picture. It's better than even J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings is $1 billion story. And my book is better than that, and hence you're looking at $1 billion story. My book is worth billions. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and because I have the keys, even though these keys piss me off and they're really annoying, I don't have to sell to any gatekeeper. I can open my own door. When I upload my book on Hulu, you guys will know I have the keys. I don't have to sell to the gatekeepers, obviously. It's God made it easy for me. Yeah. And because I have the keys, so all you actors in Hollywood who make fun of me, yeah, Ivan's crazy. Look, man, you know I finished, you know I wrote my own book. I own the rest of my book. All I have to do is go over the grammar and sentence structures with my younger brother, and then I am done. My book is ready to be released on Lulu. It's now in pristine form. And what I can sell on Lulu, and I have the keys. I'll make my billions. All I have to do is just face the gatekeepers and pay this fee, and suffer death to save my wife. And then once I wake up 1 second later. Don't hate me, smoking hot with a full grown beard. I'm done. Going beauty. I get to what? I can release my book, and I get to what? I get to make my billions and live life, be king, obviously. Live the life as king with my wife, obviously. And I get to start that Sky Source company. Even if me and VJ make 5.8 billion, we can still start Sky Source. We just have to be more careful how we spend our money. Okay, VJ, if I make 5 billion, we can do all the things we want to do. But we can't be as stupid. Whereas if we have 9 billion, we don't really, you know what I'm saying? We have more breathing room. With 5 billion, you need to be careful how you spend your money, obviously. Okay, VJ, we can't be spending I'm gonna be spending on average like 8 million a year. I'm like VJ, we can't be stupid and be spending like $50 a year. No, you know what I'm saying. Which we won't. We'll probably be spending on average 7, 6, 5 million a year around there. Me and VJ. The big cost is gonna be the vacations, the suites. That's the big cost. So that's why I'm not going any higher than 980 for my Zane's movie because me and VJ are funding the movie with our own money, man. We're not taking a loan from the bank. Okay, VJ, we don't need to take a loan from the bank. We have the keys. We can make our money back. We just have to price our series well. That's all. As long as you price your series well, which I will, $170, and you make sure Amazon does not dupe you, and you get your 60%, you'll be good. And sell your postage. You'll make your money back. I don't have to worry about losing money because I have the keys. See what I'm saying? So, hence, God made it easy. Yeah, when you have the keys, you don't. Yeah, I don't have to worry about losing any money because I have the keys. So I don't have to spend a dime on marketing costs because I have the keys. Yeah, when you have the keys, yeah, I don't have to spend a dime on marketing costs. So everything's easy for me in VJ. See what I'm saying? Hence why I'm not paying guys like Jon Favreau more than $30 million bonus because he's what? He's affecting my budget, man. Yeah, I mean VJ can afford it, pay him $40 million, but if you do that, he's ripping you off. He's not worth it. As me and video, look, man, I already put 980 million of my own money towards the movie, almost $1 billion of my own money. I'm not gonna. If you think one second I'm gonna pay you take $50 million out of my own pocket and pay you that, you're crazy. I was generous enough to pay you $30 million bonus out of my pocket. Your yearly salary is paid through the budget. Now, I'm not gonna pay you $10 million a year. That's crazy. 6 million, 3 million is good enough, and $30 sign most is good enough. As you're walking away with 20 million in your bank almost after taxes with a $30 million signing bonus. I'm giving you a good deal. And the $6 million, $3 million salary is a very, very rich salary. It's a good deal, man. And your perks, I'm giving him a good deal. If Jon Favreau's agreeing, look, man, if you don't like it, you're more than welcome to work in Mandalorian, eating that shittier food, go back to being a dirty slave, being left behind, being a side tension if you don't like my offer. And Jon Favreau will accept my offer. I mean, it's a deal. Because he knows, yeah, I gave him a good deal. Yeah, like, no one's going to pay him a $30 million signing bonus. Yeah, a $30 million signing bonus is a fucking nice deal. That's almost $20 million in your bank after taxes. So even if Disney offers him $15 million a year, if I pay him a $30 million signing bonus, that's double the amount of money he's making for his yearly after taxes and his yearly salary. So it's like 2 years worth of his yearly salary, pretty much. And he gets his nice $6 million. Yeah, I gave him better, and his perks, I gave him a better deal. You know, Ivan's deal's better. Yeah, my deal's better. Whenever you get a fat signing bonus, it's better than a yearly salary. Because yearly salary you get, it's bi-weekly. Whereas his fat signing bonus, the whole thing is direct to your account. Double his salary after taxes. You see what I'm saying? I'm giving him a better deal. 2 years worth of salaries. Of his salary after taxes, $30 million signing bonus. Yeah. Because I guarantee you, Disney's probably offering Jon around that 15, 16, $17 million range around there. $20 million is highly unlikely, as executives in Hollywood make that. CEOs, but I guarantee they offer Jon probably $14, $15 million a year. They're going to offer him that money around there, right? And they might maybe give him some perks. Hey, Jon, we'll give you a few perks. I don't know. Free Disneyland, free Disneyland tickets or something like that. I might give him some nice perks like that. But even then, yeah, Hollywood can't compete with Ivan's perks. Yeah. Hollywood can't compete with the perks I'm giving Jon. Flying privately on my private jet for the world tours. Expenses all paid for. Yeah, hotel, staying at luxury hotels, staying in nice $4,000 night rooms. We'll be staying in luxury hotels, but they're going to be staying in cheaper rooms. I'm not going to have them stay in suites. No, they're going to be staying in the cheaper rooms. But I'm going to be renting out luxury hotels. Yeah, booking. They're going to be staying in a luxury hotel. Yeah, and it's Hollywood can't compete with me, obviously. Yeah. Even George Lucas, but yeah, I recommend you go with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. They're the masterminds behind Mandalorian. Yes, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are the masterminds behind Mandalorian. Mandalorian's an amazing show. Boba Fett was okay. It wasn't as good as Mandalorian, but it was okay. But Mandalorian's a fucking masterpiece. Fucking amazing show. You see what I'm saying, her? It's a masterpiece. Yeah. I guarantee George Lucas will be like, yeah. Even though Rian Johnson, and J.J. Abrams are good cans, they fucking ruined my legacy. Yeah, you're gonna see George Lucas. They ruined my legacy. The sequels were a mess. Yeah. There was no plan in the sequels. Force Awakens was pretty good. You had some good build up, but then after that, everything went to what? Went to shits, man. As Last Jedi, you had the Hermit, Luke, you had Rose and Finn going on that side mission to find the Codebreaker. You know what I'm saying? That was, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You had that Princess Leia, that ghost thing, that Force ghost, that force power thing she did in space. That was pretty silly. The Star Wars sequels was a mess, obviously. None of it was planned. The story. In other words, when you watch all three movies, it feels like a different movie. There's no consistent storytelling. It's all over the place. See what I'm saying here? It was a mess, obviously. Hence why he just really they fucked up my Star Wars story. You know what I'm saying? Even though Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams are talented, they fucked up my Star Wars story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people hate the prequels, at least the prequels had a cohesive storyline plot. You see what I'm saying here? Whereas the sequels were a mess. There was no story. It was all over the place. You actors in Hollywood know what I'm talking. Yeah, the sequels was a mess. Yeah, the sequels was a mess. Especially Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker was a fucking mess. That was a mess of a movie, man. A lot of problems in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it doesn't take away from even though Last Jedi wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate me, Rian Johnson. Wasn't good for Star Wars. In my opinion, like Last Jedi wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't good for Star Wars. You see what I'm saying here? If you guys understand what I'm saying. Last Jedi wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't good for Star Wars. It wasn't good for Star Wars. Because even when you watch Last Jedi is beautifully written. Rian Johnson's a genius. He's an amazing writer. He just wasn't good for Star Wars. J.J. Abrams wasn't good for Star Wars. You see what I'm saying here? Um, Disney should never have given J.J. Abrams the keys to the kingdom for Star Wars, or Rian Johnson. They weren't good for Star Wars. In my opinion, they should have hired guys like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni to do the sequels. They would have done what? Because Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they brought back that legacy, man. The real Luke. When you watch Mandalorian, you compare it to the sequels, you see a huge difference. Yeah, this coincides more with George Lucas' Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the sequels were a mess, obviously, because they didn't. If you're gonna purchase, I'm talking to you, Disney. If you're gonna purchase the biggest IP in the world, as there's nothing bigger than Star Wars. Star Wars is the biggest intellectual property in the world. You see what I'm saying here? It's the biggest. It's even bigger than Marvel, man. Star Wars is even bigger than Marvel. It's the biggest intellectual property in the world. There's nothing bigger than Star Wars. Is even bigger than Lord of the Rings. It's bigger than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's bigger. It's bigger than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Star Wars is the biggest intellectual property. If you're gonna purchase Star Wars for $4 billion, and you're gonna make a sequel, like how can you not plan your series? Like it's common sense. You plan out your 3 stories before you even write your 3 scripts. You plan out your story. If you don't plan out your story, you're gonna end up winging it, and you're gonna get your story will be messy. As J.J. Abrams obviously winged it. He winged it for what? For Rise of Skywalker. Hence why what? Hence why it was messy, obviously. You see what I'm saying here? You have to plan out the whole thing. It's common sense. Hence why for Zanus, I don't have to worry about something messy happening because I'm going to plan, before I even start my company, I'm going to plan my whole entire script with VJ. The volume 1, volume 2, I'm going to plan everything. The changes, ideas we have, that way what? We're all prepped and you get a good movie. Obviously, you don't get something messy happening like the Star Wars sequels and The Hobbit. You know what I'm saying? Even though The Hobbit was a mess, The Hobbit was okay. It was better than the Star Wars sequels. You see what I'm saying? As the Star Wars sequels was a mess. It was fucking a mess. Force Awakens was not bad, but Force Awakens was what? It was what? It was kind of like A New Hope. You see what I'm saying? It was kind of like a copy of A New Hope. It was nothing new. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. But even though the Star Wars sequels was a mess, don't hate me, guys. Those guys are obviously still gifted writers. Rian Johnson's a talented writer. I know a lot of people hate on him. No, guys, he's a talent. He's gifted. He's a talented writer. Knives Out was amazing. He just wasn't good for Star Wars. You see what I'm saying? So Rian Johnson is gifted, but he's just not good for Star Wars, in my opinion, right? J.J. Abrams is gifted. He's just not good for Star Wars. You see what I'm saying here? That's my point. Yeah. That's why high chance George will get Ivan. Choose Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Don't go with Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams, and they ruined my fucking legacy. You know what I'm saying? They did. They ruined George Lucas' legacy, obviously. But what? But they're still talented people, obviously. Ryan Coogler is really, really good. He's a mastermind behind Black Panther. That movie was a masterpiece. Best standalone movie out of all the Marvel movies. You could even argue it's the best movie out of all the Marvel movies. Because even though Avengers Infinity War I like better, like the Black Panther story is kind of better. You see what I'm saying here? You can even argue Black Panther is better than Infinity War, yeah. Now I like Infinity War better. Infinity War is the best out of all the movies. But Black Panther, in my opinion, is second. I think Black Panther is better than the first Avengers. And I think it's better than the second Avengers. And I think it's better than Endgame. Endgame wasn't that good. Endgame was boring. Fucking very, very boring movie, man. It was very, in my opinion, it's very, very, it was overrated. I'm surprised it beat Infinity War. That was a boring movie, man. For 2 hours straight, they're just talking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's boring. That was a boring movie, Endgame. I didn't like it. Yeah. But the end battle was sick, though. That was really good. When they fight Thanos, Captain, Thor, and Iron Man, they fight Thor. That was Thanos. That was sick. But if you think that battle scene was badass, think something 3 times that for Zanes with Aratat and all the wolves, man. You're looking at badass fighting, man. Remember when he was fighting Smith in the Rain in Revolutions? Well, think fighting like that because they're fighting with swords. Surround sound experience, unheard of action sequences. Yeah, man, top notch fighting. You're gonna see me bass, but we start fighting Aratat. So you're gonna see Acetonius fighting Bo, Papari fighting the wolves, Cassius fighting Raul the General. Yeah, me taking on Faful and Aratat. Yeah. Like, holy shit. Yeah, you're looking at an amazing story, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So Tatis takes on both Faful and Aratat, obviously, and what? And Tacitus takes on Bo, obviously, and Cassius fights Morale the General. So you're looking at three epic battles in the war. You're gonna see Tacitus fighting Bo the Pit Watcher. You're gonna see Cassius fighting Morale the General. They're all demons, obviously. You're gonna see what me taking on both Faful and Aratat. Because Tacitus fights both Aratat. He takes on both of them. He fights Aratat and himself Faful. Because that's how powerful Tacitus is. I don't spoil the story for you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at a huge bidding war in Hollywood for script developers. As Hollywood's going to throw Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni a lot of money, man. They might even offer Jon the president position. That's if Kathleen Kennedy retires. She probably will. By then, she might retire. Because you're probably looking at around 2026 around there. I'll be starting Sky Source around there. So that's 4 years from now. By that time, her contract will be up. She might retire by then. And then Disney might offer Jon Favreau the what? The president position of Lucasfilm. Or they might offer him a lot of money to run all the shows, like Obi-Wan, Ahsoka. You know what I'm saying, yeah, okay, Jon, we'll pay you $50 million a year, and we'll give you some perks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a good deal, but Ivanzill's better. Yes, offer him $50 million a year. Okay, Jon, I'll pay you double the amount you would make for that 1 year for your bonus, and you get your yearly salary and all your perks. And okay, yeah, that's the deal. And I grab from Hollywood. Yeah, I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. If you want to compete with Hollywood, okay, pay him a fat signing bonus, a really really nice signing bonus. That way you can compete with Hollywood. $30 million signing bonus is nice. That's 18.5 million in your bank, 18.6 million in your bank, almost 20 million in your bank, man. You see what I'm saying? Almost $20 million in your bank before you start working. It's a nice deal. Before he starts work, he gets a fat like $18.5 million check in his bank. A lot of money, man. $18 million is a lot. You can live off that for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's a lot of money, man. Yeah. And he gets his rich yearly salary and his perks. So I'm giving you a good deal. Yeah, Jon. Yeah, okay, Jon. I'm gonna say, hey, okay, Jon. Okay, Jon. I'll pay. I don't know. I call up Jon. You know what I'm saying? I call up Jon. Hey, Jon. I'm saying, yeah. Disney's offering me a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, how much are they offering you, Jon? Be honest with me. Yeah, they offered me $50 million a year. Okay, Jon. I'll pay you $30 million, and I'll pay you your rich yearly salary, and I'll give you all these perks. The commercials, $2,000 gift card, bonuses, 2 week vacation. If we go on a world tour, you're going to be flown probably on my private jet, and your expenses are all paid for. Staying at the luxury hotel, nice $4,000 night rooms, buffet, limo service. Yeah, it's a deal. I'll go. Fuck Hollywood. I'm working for Ivan. Yeah. Same time, they know what if they even if he stays in Hollywood, he knows his shows are now the side attention. That shitty feeling that the world has, he doesn't want to have. Yeah, I don't want to have that shitty feeling of being a side attention. That's why, yeah, I'd rather just experience the fame with Ivan and be saved and not be left behind. Because he knows if he's in my movie, he's not going to be left behind. He'll be saved. He's going to experience that fame with me, obviously. Obviously, he'll be part of all my 5 movies. You know what I'm saying? He's the boss of my company. Yeah, I get to be the boss of Ivan's company. Plus, it's cool working for God, man. Working for God's fucking cool. Yeah, it's cool working for God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he also knows what? He knows there's no risk in my movies, too. Yeah, I don't have to worry about movies being flops. My show, whereas for Matt Lauren, you have what? Some of his shows could be flops. Whereas for Ivan, I don't have to worry about Ivan's movie flopping because everyone will buy his movie. There's stability in my company working for me, obviously. You don't have to worry about any flops for my movie, as all my movies are going to be successful. You don't have to worry about any of my movies flopping, as everyone around the world will buy my movies. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. Guaranteed Kevin Feige might throw Ryan Coogler a lot of money too. Hey Ryan, we'll pay you on $12 million for Black Panther 3. Okay, I'll pay you $50 million sign bonus. That's more money than what you're making for that 1 year, for that salary for the movie, and you also get your rich early salary. We're making a better deal. Even if they offer him $50 million a year, $50 million to do what? To to do Black Panther 3, he's only getting paid $50 million for the contract of the whole movie. Whereas I'm giving him that sign bonus and his yearly salary and the perks, and I'm still giving him a better deal. You see what I'm saying here? So even if Kevin Feige offers him $15 million to direct Black Panther 3, if I pay him a $50 million sign bonus, that's money direct to his account. He also gets his yearly salary for my movie. I'm giving him a better deal. As in Hollywood, when they pay the actors and directors salaries, they're not making that every year. No, they get paid that salary for the whole movie project, for the whole movie term. So if it takes 2 years for your movie to be filmed, you get your $10 million for those 2 years. See what I'm saying here? It's the same thing for my company. The actors are not getting paid their yearly salary. No, they're contractors. They get paid a salary during production, pre-production, or post-production. I believe most actors get paid during production. I believe, or after production. I don't know how it works in Hollywood. For my company, you get paid during production. During production is the best time to get paid because that's when the actors are working. So if you pay them during production and they're getting their check, they're going to work harder. Because every 2 weeks they're getting their nice check. And these actors are going to work harder for them. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. You pay them during production. Don't pay them before production as they can blow their money. And don't pay them after production as they can slack off. Because there's nothing worse than working and you didn't receive your check yet. No. Pay them during production. That way, while they're working, they're getting that nice check. I know what I'm doing. Pay the actors during production. You see what I'm saying? Pay them during production. Yeah. Yeah. And after this video, I will upload it, probably rest till 9 o'clock. The video will be uploaded. I'll go get my beer and smokes. I might come back and maybe make another video. So today I'm doing a 4-video marathon. Again, enter your lucky world. Yeah. Check my calendar.